Hey, hey, hey! It's your favorite remote work enthusiast, Delilah. And if you are someone who is looking for a part-time work from home job, then you're gonna wanna stop and drop what you're doing, because Working Solutions is currently hiring for their TurboTax client, and they desperately, urgently need 2,500 agents to start ASAP. Now, if you're like, wait a minute, Delilah, this feels like deja vu. Well, it's because in November, I shared that they were hiring for their TurboTax client, same opportunity. They hired a ton of folks. They needed thousands of people. Well, the demand is even higher than they thought, and they need 2,500 more people. So if you didn't jump on the bandwagon when it was coming around last time, now is the time to jump on. And when I say you can work part-time, I'm talking as little as 10 hours per week. Yes, and you can set your own schedule. You can make your hours convenient to you. And if you have more time, you can work more. You could work 40 plus hours per week if that's what you want to do. And you can earn up to $19 per hour. So if all of this is sounding good, then you want to stay tuned, because I'm going to show you how to get started. And they have updated their application process. So it's different from when I shared it back in November. I'm going to walk you through the updated steps, and you're going to know exactly how to get going with Working Solutions and with their TurboTax program. So I'm excited. Get excited. We're about to jump in, but first we got to take care of business. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and you tap the notification bell and you select all if you want to hear about work from home opportunities. That's what we talk about here. So if you want to work from home, you want to hear about the latest opportunities, then you got to lock it in, and that way you can hear about all these jobs, and I share every single weekday. So now that you've taken care of that business, we're ready to jump in. So let's go ahead and jump into my computer. And so now we're both looking at the Working Solutions website. I'm gonna show you the hot lead that they have available. I'm gonna show you the steps to apply using their new application process. And I'm gonna give you all the details on tech, the requirements, everything, okay? So you're gonna know what to do. And this is a company that hires independent contractors to do work on behalf of their clients. So they have a ton of major clients, TurboTax being one of them. And you get to work from home, you get to be your own boss, set your own hours, and you don't need any experience. So one of the great things about this company and opportunity is you don't have to have work from home experience or any work experience at all, which makes it a great first job. And this is also great for stay-at-home moms. It's great for students. It's great for retirees and anyone who wants to supplement their full-time income with additional income. Now, one of the things that I have heard from y'all in the past is about the training. And a lot of times I understand the training is what makes it difficult to do a part-time job. However, I talked to my people at Working Solutions, and they let me know that they do at times have opportunities that have later training times. So not all trainings are going to be first in the morning during traditional business hours, which is great to know. That's why even if the training hours might not work for you for one opportunity, you still want to be on their platform, Vine, which is where you are taken after you've passed all the assessments and the tech scan. And that's how you're able to see what opportunities they have available and check what the training times are. So just something for y'all who are interested, but maybe the training doesn't work for you. Guess what? They have trainings at different times of the day, but you always have to check back, because this is a company that gets lots of opportunities. So you could check every single day and there's something different. So continuing on, they have some videos from agents who have lots of great things to say about this company. And I will tell y'all that I've talked about this company before I even knew anyone at the company. company. And I can even go back on record and show y'all.
I personally like Working Solutions.
And that was years before I ever knew anyone from Working Solutions. That was just my honest take from having worked from home and trying different companies. So it's just really cool to be able to share with you guys a lead directly from Working Solutions, because this is a company that I've always respected. Now, here's something really interesting, because we like money around here, okay? They have this helpful sliding scale to see how much you could potentially earn, and we can earn up to $19 per hour in this opportunity, but this scale is based off of $15 per hour. So let's say, for example, you have 2 hours a day that you can devote to working, and maybe you can do it, 5 days a week. That's an extra $150 per week. That's groceries. That is money towards your credit card bill. That's a vacation fund, okay? That's you putting money away for a rainy day, and 2 hours goes by like that. So you can see how the money can start adding up and getting really good. So I just wanted to show you guys all of that, and there's lots of helpful information for you to get a feel for the company, just so you can know if they're a good fit for you. Now, another area that I want to show y'all is if you go up here to the Start Here section and you click on How to Apply, this shows you at a glance how easy it is to get started with them. And it says be prepared. So what you'll need to become an agent: you'll need a headset, you'll also need a high-speed internet connection, you'll need a Windows-based computer. Your internet needs to have at least 10 Mbps download and 3 Mbps upload speed. You'll need a quiet office space, that's standard, and you'll need an up-to-date computer with at least 8 gigabytes of RAM. If this starts to sound like, what is that? Okay, you just need at least a Windows 10 computer and up. So I have plenty of computers that are under 200 bucks in my Amazon storefront. The link is in the description box of this video. You can get your home office set up without breaking the bank, and you could be ready to go for under 200 bucks or right at 200. And then you'll need a webcam. Now, this program does require you to be on camera, but wait, don't let that scare you. You're going to be a very small square at the top corner or somewhere around there on the screen. So they're not going to be able to see, do you got bags? Do you have, acne going on? You're going to be so tiny, they're not going to be able to look and see, all of those details. And agents have said that they actually enjoy that because it helps them build rapport right off bat with the customer. And when someone can see you and talk to you, they're just less likely to go in on you, which is what a lot of people are scared of when it comes to doing customer service. People actually enjoy that. So that's what they say, okay? I'm just telling y'all. And so when it comes to the process, the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna create a candidate profile. So when you go to the Apply Now button, and I'm gonna show you where that is, okay? But when you go to the Apply Now button, you're gonna create a profile. It's gonna ask you basic information, your name, your address, that kind of thing. Standard, okay? That might take you like 5 minutes. And then step 2 is you're gonna add your experience and skills. Now, you do not need a resume to apply to any job from Working Solutions. There will be an area for you to upload it, but it is not necessary. The most important thing is what happens next, okay? So step 2 might take you about 5 minutes. Now, step 3, okay? This is the most important thing. This is why you don't need a resume. You're going to take an assessment. And I recently took this assessment. I'm gonna give you guys tips. I don't know if I'm allowed to give you the tips, but let me tell you the tips on how to pass the assessment, because people are scared of assessments. This is how you pass the assessment. Okay, you listening? You pass the assessment by thinking like a customer service rep. I know, earth-shattering. But if you're thinking like how someone would want a customer service rep representing their company, okay, then you are going to fly through those questions and you're going to pass with flying colors. All I did was put on my customer service hat. And so I didn't answer the questions as if a customer got irate with Delilah, what would Delilah do? Delilah would do something different than customer service Delilah. Customer service Delilah would act courteously, wouldn't want to embarrass the company, would want to bring the customer down to a neutral level so that you could help them. Okay, That's what I mean by thinking like a customer service rep. So it takes about 30 minutes, they say. And I always said, give yourself like 45 minutes, give yourself like an hour. But honestly, when I took the assessment, thinking about it from that approach, I did the assessment in 20 minutes, but 30 minutes just to be on the safe side, okay? Now, step 4, you're going to do a technology scan. They need to make sure that your computer meets the requirements, that your internet meets the requirements. Let's go somewhere else real quick, okay? Because I want to show y'all something. This is on this note. So I'm at the frequently asked question section, and I am going to scroll down to the computer requirements, okay? This is what's not acceptable. No tablets that convert into computers, okay? Those won't work. So your Microsoft Surfaces, Surface Book, Chromebooks, Steam Decks, okay, mobile phones, those will not work for the tech scan. You need a Windows-based computer with an operating system of Windows 10 or higher, okay? Windows 10, Windows 10 Pro, Windows 10 Pro for workstations, same thing, Windows 11, Windows 11 Pro, Windows 11 Pro for workstations. Those are the computers that meet the requirements. And if you have something on up from there, great, okay? But Macs don't work either. So if you are someone who finds yourself as a Mac user, or you have a tablet-based PC, my Amazon storefront, like I was saying, has computer packages, the whole hookup, monitor, everything for under 200 bucks. You can be ready to go for under 200 buckaroos. So just letting you guys know that. And also, while we're on the note of what you need and whatnot, this frequently asked questions section covers everything that you can think of. One of the things that is a little bit of a bummer, but not really, because you know, every state is different. There are some locations that you cannot do working solutions in. So you cannot service for working solutions if you are in California, New York, Pennsylvania, or Washington. However, they are able to hire you in any other US location, and they do hire in Canada. So that's pretty good, eh? So anyway, check out their frequently asked questions section. You can learn all about working solutions, what you need, the application process, which we're currently in. This is just a side note. You can also learn about the work and compensation and all sorts of other important frequently asked questions. You can scroll through and see all of that information. And they even have like a handy independent contractor plus employee comparison chart. In case you've never done an independent contractor role, it's a little bit different from being a W-2 employee. So back to the how to apply, okay? So now that you have done step 4, step 5 is where you select your program, and that's where you'll do your virtual interview. It is pre-recorded, it's super easy to do, and people enjoy doing the interview because you can re-record your answers until you get them down to where you feel comfortable. So it is so easy to get started with working solutions, and the best part about their new process is all of this can be done in one sitting. Before, it used to be sort of chopped up. You do the assessment, then you might have to wait a day for an email to invite you to Vine. No, now all of it is, if you sit down and you start, you can be done with your interview, have your training start date and everything in one sitting. So you really control the process, and I love that. Okay, that's what makes this so flexible. One of the many reasons. So now let's jump into the hot lead. So now we're looking at the hot lead for the Intuit TurboTax role, and this opportunity is going to pay up to $19 per hour. So we are currently in the midst of tax season. This role is going to go on from now until April 15th. And if you're thinking, well, what happens when I have finished with this? Am I done with working solutions? No. Okay. In fact, once you are on their platform, you can take on as many clients as your schedule can handle. So you can go from this opportunity to another. If you have the time in your schedule, you can service multiple clients at one time, which is one of the great things and benefits about being an independent contractor. And one of the things that I had heard from my contact at Working Solutions is, because this is so flexible and you can get so many hours, one of the things that they've seen people do is is during the school year, folks are working while the kids are in school, and then they take the summer off because they've built up, some money and they can spend time with the kids. And then once the kids go back to school, you can, go back to work and you can pick up opportunities at your leisure. Okay, the key is to get onto their platform. That's why it's so important to get on while the getting is good when they are doing so much hiring, because once you're on Vine, that's their platform, you now control what opportunities and clients you service. So that's what makes this so flexible, and I love it, okay? So you're gonna be offering phone support with video chat capability. Remember, you're gonna be a tiny little square somewhere in the corner, and then you're also going to do traditional phone support. And so they talk about why you would want to join. Okay, you get to work from home, it's flexible, you work when it's convenient for you, you make your own schedule, and then you get to gain experience in different industries. And it's a great way for you to get a lot of experience and do, other work if that's what you want to do. Remember, this is a lot of people's first opportunity ever working because they do not require you to have experience. Now you can earn up to $19 per hour. And it says that contractors on this program who meet or exceed key metrics earn on average the equivalent of $16 to $19 per hour during peak times and $15.60 to $17.50 per hour during non-peak times. So the peak times are January through April, tax season, and you are guaranteed a minimum of 45 minutes for each hour if available for the full 60. So one of the things about contractor roles that people have heard about that makes them not want to do it is if they are ready and in place to work, but the phone's not ringing, they're not getting paid. Well, with Working Solutions, they're telling you that if for whatever reason during this very busy tax season where they needed to hire so many thousands of agents that the phone just suddenly doesn't ring, guess what? You get 45 minutes worth of pay and you were just sitting there. So that's good to me. And so you will have the opportunity to create your schedule between 7 a.m. and 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. So that's 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you can work at night if that's what works for you. And it's every single day of the week. So you have 7 days a week. You can make your schedule anytime between 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. Plenty of flexibility. And so the skills you need is just the desire to help customers be tech savvy and able to use a computer, ability to multitask and navigate multiple systems, and then communicate with a friendly tone and professional demeanor. And you do need that quiet space. We already knew that. Okay, we saw that when we were looking at how to get started. And you will need an area to work and you'll be on camera. So, just keep in mind, you're not gonna be larger than life. You're just gonna be a little square. And so the tech requirements, we know this, okay? No tablet-based computers. You need an internet connection that has at least 10 Mbps upload speed. And then you need to have a hardwired connection. So no Wi-Fi, you gotta have that Ethernet cord plugged in, and that way you're secure. And then you need a Windows 10 or 11 computer, a headset, antivirus, and your webcam. And so that is the lead, okay? Now, if you're like, yes, let's go ahead and do this, okay? I wanna get started. All you need to do is just scroll down, and this is where you will fill out that profile, okay? And then remember, it's optional to upload your resume. It's optional to connect to LinkedIn. That assessment, okay, that's the most important thing. And so go ahead and fill out all of this. This is how they get to know you. And here's one very important thing, okay? Where'd you hear this one from? You heard it from Delilah. That's who you heard it from, okay? So make sure you let them know. Okay, and that way I can bring you guys more exclusives. So once you've done that, let them know you are not a robot because we are humans, and then you hit submit, and that's where you're gonna go to the assessment. Okay, remember in the how to apply, we had to fill out the profile, which we saw, and then you had to add your experience and skills, okay, and then now you take the assessment. So once you've done that, you are just a couple steps away from being completely done with everything and, doing your virtual interview, which is so easy peasy, and selecting your start date. And you can have all of this done, be on the calendar to start within an hour. It really doesn't take that long. So you guys, okay, run, do not walk to this opportunity. I'm so thankful that Working Solutions reached out to me to share this lead with you guys. 2,500 more people are going to get hired, and that could be you too. And remember, if the time doesn't work for you, the key thing is to get onto Vine so that when they have these opportunities that have later training times, you are able to snag them and you can start servicing with those clients. Things that I really liked about Working Solutions, and it was one of the things that I talked about in that video, is the fact that you don't have to pay for training. And they even have some trainings that will give you a stipend, so it's almost like it's paid in a way. Whereas with other platforms, a lot of times you have to pay to get started. So one of the great things among many about Working Solutions is you don't have to put any money up to start learning how to service the client. And once you've learned how to service the client, you can actually start making money. So it's really awesome how Working Solutions has their company structured. Another great thing about their training is the fact that they always have someone there for you to lean on if you ever need support while learning the opportunity and how to service the client. It can feel pretty lonely and it can feel isolating when you're working from home, especially when you are new to working from home. But Working Solutions offers a really great support system. So you don't really have to feel like you're all alone. You will have someone to help you and support you while you're getting up and running and learning how to service with TurboTax and all of their clients. So thank you guys so much. Let me know in the comment section below, are you going to apply? And do you guys want more leads like this? Let me know, okay? Thank you all so much for watching. I truly hope this has been helpful, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.